Question: was Grenada's Prime Minister Sir Eric Gairy overthrown in 1979 because of his quest for the United Nations to establish an agency to research into unidentified flying objects and related phenomena? On 25 August 1977, Grenada formally requested that the item be included in the provisional agenda of the UN's 32nd session. The British was appalled and felt it would bring the UN into disrepute. The request went no further. Sir Eric, on 7 October 1977, told the UN General Assembly, and I quote, "I have myself seen an unidentified flying object, and I have been overwhelmed by what I have seen," end quote. Explaining why he had requested that the United Nations look into UFOs and related phenomena. Sir Eric also said he had a 45-minute meeting with US President Jimmy Carter. He was undaunted by the lack of support from the British and the Americans, so he assembled a team of experts for a second go at it. On 7 July 1978, Grenada again formally requested that the United Nations establish an agency or department to research into unidentified flying objects, UFOs and related phenomena. The General Assembly on 20 September 1978 allocated it to the Special Political Committee to investigate and make a recommendation back to the Assembly. The committee looked into the matter at its 35th and 36th meeting on 27 November. Sir Eric did an introductory presentation and had with him a team of scientific, military and psychological experts. Also, the committee looked into it at its 47th meeting on 8 December and actually recommended it to the General Assembly. There was one more hurdle to overcome, as the General Assembly requested that the matter be deliberated on by the Committee on the Peaceful Uses of Outer Space, so that the Assembly may consider it at its next session in 1979. In his book Survival for Service, Sir Paul Scoon recounted on page 3 that in early September 1978 he informed his boss at the Commonwealth Foundation in London that he was leaving to become Grenada's next Governor-General. His boss, Mr. John Chadwick, congratulated him and told him that he should always be prepared to face a coup d'état. In the last paragraph of page 22 and the upper part of page 23, Sir Paul highlighted that in the latter part of 1978, there was a string of suspected arson fires, a number of suspected killings, and the importation of barrels of guns purporting to be barrels of grease. In addition, he mentioned that the first throne speech he delivered on 7 February 1979, which was written by the government and was to outline its agenda for the year, took 45 minutes to deliver and contained an opinion on the significance of UFOs. Prime Minister Gairy on 12 March 1979 left for the United States on official business. The following day, March 13, his government was overthrown in a coup d'état and replaced by the People's Revolutionary Government. On the 22nd of March, the British High Commissioner informed Sir Paul that the UK would recognise the new government. On the 23rd of March, the American ambassador informed that the USA would do the same, and 3 days later, the Canadian High Commissioner followed suit that Canada would also. It was said to me that Sir Eric was at his property called Evening Palace in the Grand Anse area when one night a fisherman came and told him something so urgent that he got 2 army trucks, a number of soldiers, and headed to northern part of the island. On a beach and under a covering was an unusually large body of a male having 6 fingers on each hand. Also, there was the wreckage of an aircraft in the water. The body was supposedly put in a medical school in the south of the island and was removed from Grenada in 1983 following the intervention of US and Caribbean forces. I know it sounds far-fetched, and one would wonder, how do you safeguard such a find? Well, a relative of mine who worked at the Grenada Beach Hotel on Grand Anse Beach before the October 1983 intervention and after, when it was used as a central command base, said he, as well as other staff, noticed some medical students in military uniform.